It's me again, so welcome back to another video. Today I'm gonna be playing Minecraft, but again it's gonna be something different. So I did make a video about playing with the alpha textures, also with the classic textures. Now I'm doing it with the beta textures. I've got a texture pack called Default Beta. I know they make updates, but it's still used on version 1.21.8 with Optifine or entity texture features and entity model features, if they are mods you can get when you use something called Forge. So instead I'm using Optifine. Also, the built-in programmer art resource pack should be used. I even got back the classic Steve skin. The loading screen is just white, so I don't see anything on it, not even the Mojang logo. And this is the old title screen. Oh, you got a dirt background, we got the old Minecraft logo. It says Minecraft Beta 1.7.3. And again, I'm gonna have the world type set to super flat. It will be different than features as in the new ones that were added if they aren't changed, except for the villages and zombie villages if they were updated in 1.14. And yeah, and there's the old slime sounds, and I found the village. And there's the old footstep sounds. And even the villages do not have sounds. I can hear the old door opening sound. And of course I can see the old pack.png icon. The beds now have 2D legs instead of 3D legs. The chest hasn't got the opening and closing animation or sounds. And of course, the texture for the grass block top is like the side, meaning it's a bit broken. And we can even see the snapshot food textures like the pufferfish, the baked potato, the carrot when it is called carrot, the golden carrot, the mutton and the rabbit. Also other items like the rabbit hide and the rabbit's foot. Also they even renamed search items to item selection and advancements to achievements. They should have got something like the old horse model, but it wouldn't work. The yellow flower is just called flower instead of being called dandelion, while the red flower is called the rose instead of the poppy. And it will look like the old name for spawn eggs again when it says spawn mob instead of mob spawn egg. Even I want to know that the stone cutter looks like this and the saw hasn't got the animation because stone cutter wasn't a thing back then. And they even got the old end portal back, and if you do place the eyes of Ender on the end portal frames, you won't hear the sound. It's nothing when there's no name, and they got back the 2D mob heads and the old boat, as in the oak boat. And again, it requires Optifine. It's now different when you won't be able to crash it when you pick up the planks and the sticks. And also, I can see there's a hole on the bottom. And I can hear the old cow sound. And that's why there's no sound. The Ender Dragon damage sound sounded like the player damage sound, as well as, not sure if that's even a word, but okay. Even when the Enderman used to have the same sound as the zombie when it had green eyes instead of purple eyes. Even when you defeat the Endermen while they hold blocks, they couldn't drop the blocks they were holding, but now they could, instead of the block disappearing. And it's the fixed villager robe as in the old one, instead of when it is missing something, because I don't know why they've updated it. Now the items display in 2D when they are dropped, but they look anyway instead of just looking at you. As well as the cauldron now has dark blue water. And now the pressure plate has a different texture look now. Because they look like slabs. They got back the old wool, and the thing is, snow blocks now have the same sound as wool. Even the doors now have different textures as in the icons. It was even like this in the 1.8 snapshot when they've added spruce doors, birch doors, jungle doors, acacia doors, and dark oak doors. But they weren't a thing back then, so they only had the oak or wooden door and the iron door. The iron door can't be opened except when using redstone blocks, like this lever. And of course I hear the old sounds again, which is like same as the sounds Roblox has had, except for the explosion sound and the flint and steel sound. And they now changed the texture for the fire charge or fireball, whatever it's called, when it now looks like a snowball. And even the charcoal now looks like coal, and the block of coal has had a different texture, and so as the lapis block, since there's no border. Even despite that, they did change the texture for the bat as in the model, but they got back the old one. I'm gonna put it in the house and close the door so it will never escape. Again, bats weren't a thing back then either, until they were added in 2012, but I'm still spawning one to see the old model. Of course, they got back the old, like, they're not called zombie pigmen or zombified piglins, they're called pig zombies. They got back the old model of it. And again, you can use either Optifine, or if you've got Forge, you can use entity texture features and entity model features. There isn't much to talk about, but yeah, I think I want to know that magma cubes are different than slimes, but they weren't thing back then either. Because I'm not sure, because maybe they have the same sounds as slimes, as in the old sound. I don't think the magma cube has a sound. And of course they changed the texts, and the version I'm playing still has the latest play safety features, while realms aren't playable in this version. There used to be a feature where you can only have up to 5 worlds created in the game, but now you can create more than 5 worlds. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Goodbye, and I'll see you in the next video.